What's up, boys? Here we talk about the best XP methods in MLB The Show 22. We have by the time you guys are watching this, probably pretty close to, or it's in the game right now. We're talking about the new Face of the Franchise program, or it's actually not going to be called Face of the Franchise anymore. It's going to be Spring Cleanup, so we're going to get a new program. So you guys are watching this video because you guys want to go ahead and get as much XP as possible in this program. I have the best possible methods in the game. There's actually multiple that I will be showing you guys in today's video. But before I hop into this, if anyone's new, like the video and subscribe. I'm going to keep the intro super short, but just like the video and subscribe. It takes 2 seconds. I seriously would appreciate it. Like the video right now, and then also subscribe. We are on the road to 15,000 subs. Let's go ahead though and hop in and talk about these methods here. So obviously there's going to be these different tasks and all that. Go ahead and grind all of these out if you guys want, but really I think the methods are going to be a lot better that are going to help you guys out. But there could be some like good collections or exchanges that you guys can go ahead and do to get some just easy XP right there. But I mean, the daily moments too can help you out a little bit as well. But otherwise, nothing shouldn't help you too much. Do the conquest that's going to come out, because, or not the whole thing, but just make sure you guys get your mystery rewards out of the conquest. I definitely recommend doing that. Yeah, I'm going to be talking about 2 different methods in today's video. So let's go ahead and talk about the Road to the Show one, and then talk about the second method at the end, after we're done with the Road to the Show method right here. But both these methods very good. I personally don't even have a preference of what one I really want, but pretty sure you guys go ahead and do this. Is you just go to Start Now and Road to the Show. Actually, what you guys should be doing first though is going to create and then vaults. And once you guys go into vaults, you want to go ahead and go to roster and just look up PHI. You want to look up PHI here, and then you want to go ahead and search, and then go to the end. You want to go all the way to page 19 here, and then go to this one right here, Road to the Show Grind Philadelphia. Has 58,000 downloads for a reason. Download this roster. Then once you're done downloading that roster, again, PHI at the end, you want to go ahead and click Square on PlayStation, and then go ahead and go to Start New. Once you guys go to Start New, you want to go to Set Up My Ball Player, and then you want to go ahead and go to just whatever one you guys really want. Just make sure you don't have a diamond perk in here. Pretty much just start with a bronze or silver or gold. I wouldn't really do the diamond unless you have already gotten to, once you guys get to 100 is when you stop with the diamond tier. So if that kind of makes sense. You guys don't understand what I'm saying here if you guys are new and haven't done this method already. But then go ahead and go to Use Current Roster, or I'm sorry, not Use Current Roster. You want to go ahead and go to Load Save Roster, and then go to the one that you just downloaded, obviously the Philadelphia roster. And once you guys go ahead and do that, you're going to go ahead and have this pop up here. You want to go to this. There's one team I've heard from for more than a couple times. You want to make sure you go to the National League. So National League, and then you want to go ahead and go to the NL East. So NL East, and you want to go ahead and go with the Philadelphia Phillies. That's why it has the PHI at the end, because you want to go ahead and obviously go to Philadelphia. So because you're going to be facing up against you're going to be facing like common cards, man. You're going to be facing common cards, really not any good pitchers right there. So, but once you guys go ahead and get through this cutscene and all that, we'll go ahead and hop in and talk about what you guys should do from there. And as you guys can see, we got drafted by the Philadelphia Phillies. So now that we're going to go ahead and obviously we just got off the call, we're going to go ahead and hop in now, skip all this crap. And we're going to go ahead and pretty much some other methods that have showed you guys, other YouTubers and all that. They found that the best method was to go ahead and change your stadium. Personally, I don't think that's the best way to go about it. I think the best way to do it is just leave it on the normal stadium. Don't really even mess with it. So just go ahead and go to My Ball Player, and just check out what you guys need to go ahead and do to go further and further in this program. If you guys don't know, you guys will be getting XP from just playing the game and doing this. And you'll also be hitting XP tiers. As you guys can see right here, once you get to 70 attribute points, you go ahead and you'll get 20 to 50 XP right there for the gold tiers. And once you guys get to like the diamond tier, they'll give you 3,000 for hitting all this too. You also get stubs as well, gold ball player pack. This is probably my favorite method just because you can advance your ball player, you can get stubs from doing this, and you get XP. So I love this method. But what you guys have to go ahead and do is all this. 25 plate appearances. This is for the gold tier at least. 30 putouts, 30 assists, 15 hits, 7 extra base hits, 6 stolen bases, and 5 extra base hits. I definitely recommend, kind of beefing up your speed a little bit too. I think the speed can definitely help you guys out a ton. But you also want to make sure that your difficulty in the top, down here, you want to go to settings, gameplay, and make sure you have these settings on right here. Pretty much just beginner. Make sure it's on beginner. And then you can make it a little bit easier if you want, but I found the best way to really just be on beginner. and then make sure all of these are on what this is. Fast play, none, all, high leverage, off, off, and off. That's what I definitely recommend for this method. Otherwise, it's going to take even longer for you guys. So then you want to go ahead and go to play next, and then hop into your first game is what I would recommend here. And just go in, load in, and then just do all the missions that were said before. Make sure you steal bases. What I recommend doing is getting a double. Even if you have like a chance for a triple or whatever, stop at 2. Stop at second base, and then once you load in, you want to go ahead and steal third base, and that'll load up for you guys, get you up there in the stolen bases mission. As you guys can see that you guys need to go ahead and do. This should help you guys out a ton. You need 6 stolen bases, so if you go ahead and just do that, 6 doubles, you'll be getting your plate appearances, hits, extra base hits all at the same time, because it's 1 hit, it'll be a double, and you'll be getting a stolen base. It's really easy to steal bases against these common cards, especially when you're playing on beginner. It's really, really easy to go ahead and do. So I highly recommend doing that. That's what I've really found the best method to go ahead and be, rather than just hitting bombs and home runs the whole time. If you hit a home run, it's not a big deal. If you hit a single, it's not a big deal, because you can go ahead and just steal 2 bases then, and just work your way around the bases. You don't have to have crazy speed either. I've been able to do it with like 40 speed, but it just obviously helps the faster that you are. If you can be around like 60, 65 speed, you'll have no problem at all going ahead and doing that. But there's also one more method that I like to talk about, so we'll go ahead and start that one right now. So like you guys did with the Philadelphia roster, you want to go ahead and do this, but LSC space XP. You want to look that up and then go all the way to the beginning in order to find this one. This one's from Light Screen Chris on YouTube. Go subscribe to him. But what you guys want to go ahead and do from there is go ahead and really, I would change your settings. Personally, this is what I would personally do, is go to gameplay and then go ahead and go to pitching, and then make this, it really depends. You can make it amateur or minors or rookie or whatever. I'm going to go with beginner just for the sake of the video, but it just kind of depends. Veteran could be good, rookie could be pretty good as well, but I don't know. And what I would do is make this one classic right here. I'd make your pitching classic. I'm not going to do that for right now, because I'm not going to be grinding this method right now, but then you want to go ahead and obviously have all of these presentation settings on right there. And then you can, yeah, I just go with these presentation settings right here. Fast play, none, all, high leverage, off, off, and off. And then you guys can go ahead and go to exhibition. And you want to go ahead and you're facing the Houston Astros. That's what you want. You want to go ahead and be the Angels. So Angels now versus the Houston Astros. And make sure you guys are home. All this stuff really does not matter. But I would just make it obviously fast play and don't really change anything else. And then go ahead and lock yourself as Ohtani. So in order to lock yourself as Ohtani, you need to press the right trigger. And now you guys can see that there is a lock right there. So now you're player locked on Ohtani. You won't have to really do anything. Do you have to hit? You actually don't have to hit either. So that's good as well. So you won't have to hit as Ohtani, which is awesome. So all you're doing is pretty much just pitching, and you'll have it on classic. So all you have to do is hit X twice. I'm on pinpoint right now, but just change it to classic, and that's all you have to go ahead and do. And he's got a really fast release. You're just going to blow it by him every single time, and it'll be really, really easy to go ahead and just strike all these batters out, and it gets you a ton of XP. I found this super efficient. As you can see, they're like barely even swinging. They're a bunch of like 0 overalls, and they're not gonna hit very much. So just go for the strikeout pretty much every time. It'll get harder as you obviously lose energy and all that. So you can, just go ahead and just try to be as efficient as possible, get as many strikeouts as possible, because that's what's gonna go ahead and obviously get you the most XP rather than just getting like a ground out and all that. So. But yeah, that's what I found really effective as well, is that strikeout method right there. So that's going to do it though, man. I seriously do appreciate you guys watching. Again, if anyone is new, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn your post notifications. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Like and subscribe.